Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Council at a Glance, where we will discuss the 2020 budget forecast. I'm not with Mr. Mayor as usual. Let me present to you Caroline Cusson. She's the Director of Finance and Treasury. Hello, Caroline.
Thank you, Ghislain. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Yeah. So let's get to the point, Caroline, with the tax rates.
So for 2020, the council has decided that the tax rate are going to follow inflation. So basically, as of October 2019, the inflation rate of Montreal is 2.7. So they've decided to go to 2.3%, which an increase of the residential tax rate of 1.5 cents. Again, for a fifth year in a row, the council has decided to freeze the tax rate for commercial and industrial businesses. So by doing that, they expect our businesses to have a little break and make them more prosper, keep Lac-Brome more attractive to new businesses.
So, Caroline, concretely, what does this mean for an average residence?
Basically, you're going to see an example of a home valued at $300,000. The value of that home has not moved in 2020 because we're in the second year of the roll. And so the increase of the tax rate gives us an increase in taxation of $45 per year. Also, if you're using the water services, the tax rate has been frozen to $210 per year. If you're using the sewer of the town, the tax rate has been frozen to $270 per year. And if you have a septic tank that the town empties every 2 years, the tax rate has been frozen again to $50 per year. We have a little increase in residual waste material, which is $25 per housing. So for a home valued at $300,000, we're looking at an increase in taxation of $70 per year.
So you mentioned a $25 variation. What is the reason for this?
All right, so I've prepared a small table for everybody to better understand the garbage situation in Lac-Brome. So I'm sharing a little secret with you guys. Recycling pays off. So the more recycle you put in your blue bin, the more weight it has, the more grant we get. So I'm really happy to say that in 2019, we've got $211,000 in grants, which were directly applied to the expense, which enables us to give you a tax rate of $12 for recycling instead of $110 for garbages. Also on the chart, you may see that the composting is at $73 in 2020, and that Eco Center will have a charge of $28 per year. It's a little increase for the Eco Center, but the MRC are gonna grow its services. So what the Council of the Mayors decided is that the Eco Center platform in Councilville at the Régie is gonna be open now year round and 6 days a week. So they're really expecting to reduce waste that is sent to landfill.
Yeah, and so there is a greater increase in waste. How can this be explained?
So there's no surprises in garbages, okay? No miracles. Basically, garbages, the expense have two components, which is transporting and processing. So either people need to reduce the waste at the source, make more eco-friendly choices, or we can reduce the transporting costs, which right now we do transporting of a waste every 2 weeks. I know some towns have decided to go every month, but if you want to lower the tax rate, we need to lower down the expense.
Yeah, and as for the expenses, what is specific to the 2020 budget?
All right, in 2020, the council has identified its infrastructure as a priority. So again, roads, parks, walking trails. In order to do the maintenance on those infrastructure, we're going to be hiring a new permanent employee. And also we're going to need the help of 2 temporary employees, which are going to be there for the warm season, basically, which is spring, summer, and fall. So that's going to give us a big hand at public work. And also there's another major project at the Eco Center. The town would like to remodel its Eco Center platform in order for it to be more user-friendly for the citizens, but also more safe to use. So that's going to have an important cost, but it's going to be a one-time deal. In 2020, we're expecting that platform to be available to citizens in 2021.
So, Caroline, now let's discuss the 3-year capital expenditure program. First of all, what is it exactly?
All right, so a capital expenditure program, if I refer to your personal budget, it's not day-to-day expenses. So it's not grocery. We're more talking about like purchasing of a new house, construction of a new garage, purchasing of a car. It's really stuff that will last for a long period of time. So the law dictates us to present a 3-year program. Obviously, the town has a longer horizon than 3 years for those expenses.
Yeah. And so how much will the town of Brome Lake invest in 2020?
In 2020, we're expecting to spend $10.9 million, of which 28% will be paid with grants.
Yeah, and of the 10.9 million in investments, which projects are the most significant?
We have 2 major projects. One is the Blackwood Dam. The Blackwood Dam is something that we've been looking at for a couple of years now, and we're expecting to do the work, the rehabilitation of the dam in 2020. So that will have a cost of $1.8 million. Also, we're looking to make the pond, I'm going to say more pretty, but we really want to do some digging and taking out some sediments, invasive plants. So if we get all the authorization from the government, the big project would have a cost of $1.2 million. We're also looking at $2.3 million to invest in roads.
Yeah, and can you tell our citizens which roads are concerned?
Yes, of course. Yes. Basically, most of the money is going to go on Stagecoach, and also we're going to put money on the refection of the asphalt part of Iron Hill. And there's going to be some money put into the Allard Road also.
Yeah, and is there other projects that may be of interest for our citizens?
Yes, of course. There's a must-do projects in Lac-Brome, which is the West Brome Mobile Park, where actually we're going to be redoing the water and sewer. We finally got the authorization from the government. We're really happy about that. We're expecting to go to tender as soon as possible in 2020. Right now, we're estimating the project at $2.7 million. Also, in 2020, Lac-Brome would like to change its light in the streets, convert it to Dell. And we're expecting to make economies on that project on energy, but also the cost of maintenance. Last but not least, we have a special project that we hope will please the youngest, and it's we're talking about a natural playground set at the beach. So that's basically the projects for 2020.
And that's what concludes our special edition of the Council at a Glance. To consult the budget, you can go to our website. We hope you enjoyed. And thank you, Caroline, for that first experience on camera.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you, Ghislain.
And we'd like to wish you a happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you.